less focused on the intellectual aspect of things, are generally optimistic and creative. Does that sound like you guys? Yeah? Good. They have big feelings and are people-oriented, which makes them want to avoid conflict. They hunger for perfection and are future-oriented. And more than any other type, they need some silence, which is also understandable, right? St. Paul and St. Luke were most likely Augustinian. So our activity that we're going to do tonight, so I usually like to do a little bit of artsy and craftsy, is Augustinians really need prayer that brings the words of Scripture forward into the present. Augustinians ask, what is this passage saying to me in my life? So I'm going to pass out another set of these things here. So these are scriptures. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have you guys pick. I have enough. Yep, I'm sorry. You guys are going to select one of these scriptures. So whatever speaks to you, whatever you want to write about, and on either a note card or my homemade note cards on the front side, you're going to write the scripture. And on the back, you're going to say, how does this scripture reflect in my life? So you're putting this scripture and applying it to your life. So, so scripture can be viewed as a personal letter from God and find great meaning in it. What's good for Augustinians is to meditate on shorter passages and find specific verses to memorize. They naturally feel the most drive for spiritual growth. The idea of a personal relationship with God, while essential for everyone, will resonate most strongly with Augustinians. Symbols, parables, and analogies speak strongly. Journaling may be helpful. Augustinians tend to be moved more by spontaneous prayer while struggling with repetitive prayer. And they need a disciplined structure to their prayer life to avoid procrastinating, which I also understand because I'm a procrastinator.
Me too.
Books of the Bible that speak well to Augustinians are Isaiah, Psalms, Song of Songs, the Gospels, Paul's epistles, and the book of Hosea. So through this activity, prayer for an image of your relationship with Christ lovers, knight and squire, father and child, king and slave, comrades at arms, and learn through that. Treat the Mass like the sacrifice it is. The whole thing is about Jesus giving himself completely for you. So listen to the readings like a challenge to surrender. Then offer your joys to him when the priest offers the bread. Offer your sorrows when he offers the wine. Offer your whole self when Jesus gives himself to you in the Eucharist. Come out changed. Since repetitive prayer isn't the favorite of an Augustinian, pray the Our Father slowly. Take 10 minutes to pray at once. Take a word or phrase that speaks to you, such as Jesus, Lord, have mercy, I am yours, and pray it very slowly for 5 minutes, trying to let it go of everything but that one anchor. Pick a verse to memorize in the morning. Throughout the day, look for situations where this verse is particularly relevant. At night, ask yourself what you learned from it. Read a Bible story. Take a character's name and replace it with your name. Try to imagine the Lord speaking these words directly to you. What meaning would they have for you in your present situation?